You talk a lot about artificial intelligence, AI, and how it's going to be implemented in real estate. And tell me your thoughts about how it might help us to help our clients.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Yeah, it's a great question, and AI is the hot topic everywhere right now. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, and it's reached real estate, and to the point where you're probably seeing property descriptions that look a little different than maybe how they looked before. Well, good, yeah,
Believe me, they write better than I do.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's not a bad thing at all. It's a great thing. But where we're focused specifically is how do we help educate our clients in real estate so they can educate their buyers and sellers as to how to use it effectively.
Right.
And a couple of things we're working on to help our industry as much as our company is we're actually creating an AI academy. It'll be a 6-hour course that all of our agents will be able to go through and become certified at the end of it. You know, how does that help the consumer? Well, again, it's bringing that higher level of knowledge as to how to use all the tools that are out there effectively, because the scariest thing is when it's not used responsibly.
Yeah, we've seen examples of that.
Just this morning, Harvey, you shared an example of a magazine cover that.
We get this magazine cover, and I have to tell you, the people in the front did not look real. I mean, they were so fake. It was ridiculous.
Disney-esque.
Yeah, robots.
Yeah.
Really scary, like dolls. Like if you took a doll head and stuck it on a human body, that's what you were looking at. Really overdone.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, I mean, so you got to be careful with what you do with AI. You can't just, I'm in an age right now where technology is getting a little scary.
Yeah.
Harley's over there giggling, you know, and I'm not afraid of technology, as you can tell, but it just evolves so quickly.
Well, and even our communication tools back and forth, what we're seeing is more and more of that's being used. I mean, how many emails are you getting now? It's like, wait a minute. That doesn't sound like them. And I think the problem is people aren't using it responsibly.
Right.
Use it as a tool. Use it to help you with your email. You should do that for efficiency.
Yeah.
And really, that's our focus, is how do we help our real estate professionals be more professional by using the efficiency and the automation, which allows them to focus in more ways to sell the properties.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, we see a lot of it now, just regular consumers. When you pick up your iPhone and look at your email, anytime you get an email through an iPhone app, it has a suggestion of what they want to reply.
Yeah.
I mean, that's AI.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's taking those tasks that are, repetitive and making them a lot easier to accomplish.
Yeah, and I'm getting the same type of thing. Gemini is asking to assist me when I'm writing an email, and I'm like, no, don't worry, I got this one. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always asking. You know.
Yeah.
Right. It does make things easier.
I think
when used responsible.
Yes.
And it doesn't. It kind of learns what I like. Maybe eventually it will learn. Hey, Harvey's not going to use that word. He's going to maybe use this word.
It does. You know, I've got a very good friend that's starting a company, a software company for real estate, and he's not able to talk about it yet. But I will tell you this: he's writing it in a tone. It's kind of a sportscaster type tone.
Oh, cool.
And so he's been working with AI for over 2 months.
Okay.
And allowing it to understand his tone.
Right.
And he told me the day, he says, Troy, I've got it down to where I'm only changing a word or two. It sounds exactly like I want it. It has me in it.
Nice.
And it's got that tone to it that I'm looking for. So that's the area that can make professionals not only more professional, more efficient, and give them more time back in their day.
I think that's the key, right? Isn't it, Troy? Is it give us more time to do the things we can do to help our clients, so that we can better help people sell and buy.
100%.
And so you create kind of a habit with it. You kind of you develop a structure with it. You develop can we develop? And this is something I want to ask you. And I'm going a little off script here, but
sure.
Can I develop a pattern of activities with AI that happen like consistently? When I'm working with a seller, there's a handful of things we do from a marketing perspective when we start and we got a whole checklist of things we want to do. Mm-hmm. Can AI help me with that, knock out some of those things in that checklist?
Yeah, it can. And there's so many different features that you can implement. The challenge that you need, this is a challenge I'm even going through as we're working through so much of this for our company, is you go down all these different rabbit holes, and then pretty soon you're like, that's not doing at all what I wanted to do, and I just lost 3 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so
Which I don't mind losing that. And here's the thing, I hear you, and I don't mind losing that 3 hours if I know that if I spend another hour, I'm going to gain every hour on every transaction. I'm fine with that. That's
correct.
I'm willing to invest the time now to save the time later if that's what we're going to get.
And it is where we're going to get, and actually that's where we're going. My goal, my unwritten goal is, how do I save those in our company 2 hours a day?
There you go.
2 hours a day.
Wow.
So if you're working an 8 or 10 hour day right now with your clients,
Yeah.
maybe that comes back to you still working that same 8 or 10 hour day, but you've just gained 2 more hours to do more things to market that property, to do more things to help that buyer identify the perfect property here in Las Vegas.